Thanks for joining us on our science lesson today. Everyone say hello. 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 We'll begin with our meditation like always. That's right. 2 fingers to find our heart center. Left hand in our lap and close your eyes. Feel for boom, 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 boom in your heart center. Move your right hand down into your lap when you feel it. Keep thinking about your heart center. Let's end our meditation with 3 breaths together. 1, 2, and our last one, 3. Slowly start to wiggle your toes. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers. Slowly open your eyes. And let's begin. So in this lesson, we're going to think about the water cycle once more. So we'll be taking a look at our experiment that we set up with the plastic bags. And we're going to talk about the water cycle using our PowerPoint. And we're going to sing and learn a new song about the water cycle. So first, I want to show you my shirt. Do you remember this shirt from last lesson? Yeah. What did you tell me what happened with the wet shirt?
Wet shirt is like this.
Wet shirt like this.
And sun.
Put it in the sun. Yeah, and the sun is going to warm it up. Did the sun dry the shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. The sun dried that shirt. What do you think? Did the sun dry this shirt?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Is it dry or wet?
Dry.
What do you think? Dry or wet?
Dry.
Okay. Dry or wet? Dry or wet? So what do you think happened to that water?
Dry.
What do you think happened to that water that was on that shirt?
Dry.
Where did it go? Yeah, maybe it... That's a good thought. Maybe it went up to the sky. It went out of this shirt, it got warmed up from the sun, it went out of this shirt, and maybe it dried up and went up to become some clouds. So very nice, friends. I'm so glad I didn't have to throw away the shirt. We saved it. Very good news. So we're going to review our PowerPoint quickly about the steps of our water cycle, and then we're going to go take a look at our experiments, do a stretch, and sing our water cycle song. So first for our PowerPoint, we're going to review some of our vocabulary before we talk about the water cycle. What is this?
Cloud.
Good, it's a cloud. Very nice. It is a cloud.
Cloud.
Clouds. What is this?
Rain.
Rain. Very nice. That's rain.
Fire. Light.
Fire. What does fire give us?
Cloud.
Yeah, it gives us heat. It feels hot and it gives us heat.
Heat.
What other thing up in the sky gives us heat?
Sun.
The sun gives us heat. Does the sun give us light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the light.
And just like this candle,
No hole.
the sun gives us heat and light, so we're not cold. That's right. So we get heat from the sun, just like this candle. Good. It's water. And this is a big, big body of water we call the ocean.
Ocean.
We call it the ocean.
Ocean.
Yeah, remember on our planet, there's lots of oceans all over our planet. So all over our planet, there's lots of oceans and lots of water. So that's why the water cycle is very, very important, because we have so much water on our planet. So we need to know how it works, because we don't get any more water. The water is just going in different forms, different shapes. Some of it's frozen cold into ice. Some of it's rain. A lot of it's in our oceans or in our lakes.
And white. And so and water.
Good. So we're going to think about our cycle. Our cycle. Look at these arrows. They're going around and around and around and around. That makes a cycle.
Cycle.
Cycle. Show me with your hands. Cycle.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, like a motorcycle or a bicycle has wheels that go around. That's why we call it a cycle. That's why we call it a cycle, because it goes around and around and around and around. It doesn't start here and go here and end. It's a cycle, it's a circle. It keeps spinning like the wheels on a bicycle or the wheels on a motorcycle go around and around. That's why we call it a cycle. So we're learning about our water cycle, and it goes around and around and around and doesn't stop. Yeah. What about these clothes? Do you think they're dry or wet?
Dry.
Yeah, they're getting dried. What's helping them to dry?
Sun.
The sun. The heat. The light from the sun is going to go onto these clothes, and it's going to help the water go away, just like what happened with my shirt. So that's going to help these clothes to dry so that they're not
Dry.
wet. Yeah, so that they're not wet anymore. Does this guy look dry or wet? What do you think?
Wet.
Wet. Yeah, he looks pretty wet. So wet is the opposite of dry. Wet, dry. They're opposites. When things have water in them or on them, we say they are wet.
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 Wet. After that water goes away, then the things become dry.
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 Yeah, so just like with my shirt, in our last lesson it was wet. Our friends told me I could put it out in the sun, and that helped it to dry. So it turned from wet to dry. Two opposites, and it changed its way. So let's take a look at the beginning of our PowerPoint, and we're going to see how that water cycle works, and then we're going to practice it with our hands as well. So what do you see in this picture? What are some of the things you see in this picture?
Rain.
You see rain,
Cloud.
We see a cloud,
And rock.
some rocks, some land. What about down here? What's this?
Water.
Some water, yeah. So all of those things that happen are part of the water cycle. So which person looks dry? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it look like he has water on his clothes?
No.
No. What about this guy? Does he look wet or dry?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks wet. Do you see all this water on his clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wet. So we have dry and wet. They're two opposites. Wet is when it has water. Dry is when there's no water. Yeah. So wet. So just like we put our clothes out, they become wet or dry? Yeah, they become dry. The sun warms them up. All that water goes away and they become dry. They become dry. What do you see in all these three pictures? Yeah, we've got water in a lake, water from the faucet, and water from a nice looking ocean. Yeah. So all different kinds of water from different places. Some, like the ocean, have a lot of salt in there. Some, like these rivers or lakes and this faucet, they don't have any salt. We call that fresh water. So oceans sometimes are salty, but a lot of other water that we get, like from our faucets or lakes or rivers, those are fresh water. They don't have salt in them. So what about this? Does this water look hot or cold? Hot, yeah. When water gets very, very, very hot, it starts to boil, or you can see a little bit here. There's bubbles. Yeah, if you touch it, it's going to hurt. So some of this white things here, it looks a little bit like the clouds. We call that steam. Steam, when the water starts to boil and make bubbles, we can see some air that's very, very hot with water in it coming up, and it looks like a little cloud or maybe some fog, and we call it steam. Yeah, very nice. Look at this. Yeah, what is it? A little pond. Is it a big pond or a little pond? Yeah, it's kind of a little pond. A little pond. Do you think maybe before it was bigger? We don't know. Maybe it was bigger. What do you think if the sun comes out and it puts some heat onto this pond? What do you think is going to happen to that water? Yeah, it's going to get smaller. That pond is going to get smaller. It's going to get smaller. Where will the water go? Where will that water go if it gets smaller? Yeah, good, friends. It might go up to the sky. Yeah, it might go up to the sky. When the sun puts its heat onto that water, the water goes up and it becomes clouds. It goes up from the ground or the pond and it becomes clouds. And then after it's in the clouds and the clouds get all big and together, what happens?
Rain.
Yeah, sometimes it will rain after all those clouds get together. It will rain. So let's take a look on our cycle here. We've got our water here. What's this? The sun. The sun is going to put some heat onto that water. The water is going to come up and become clouds. Those clouds are going to get together. And what will they make?
Rain.
They're going to make rain. So let's take a look and see. We have our water. First it starts as water on the ground.
Second.
What does it become second?
Cloud.
Then it becomes clouds. Then finally, third, it becomes rain. And then it goes right back down to becoming part of the water, like the lakes or the oceans. And the cycle starts all over again. So let's watch it. That water is going to go up and become some clouds. Those clouds are going to get together. And it's going to fall as rain to go back down into the water. And that cycle will happen again and again and again and again. Okay, very nice job, friends. So let's think about our water cycle. Does it look like this? Does a cycle look like this?
No.
How does a cycle look?
Around.
Yeah, all around like a circle. Good. It doesn't look like a straight line. It looks like a circle. So think of a bicycle wheel or a motorcycle wheel that turns and turns and turns around and around. So we've got some arrows that keep turning into each other, just like a wheel. So what is the water cycle? What is the first stage of water? It's very easy.
Oh.
In the ground, in our lakes and our oceans, we just have water. Water, we've just got water. Help me spell.
A-T-E-R.
E-R, very nice job. So we've got that water. Think about what we just saw in our PowerPoint. The water goes up when it's very, very hot and becomes what?
Stop.
What does it become?
Cloud.
Clouds, yeah, the sun makes it very, very hot. That water is going to come up and become clouds. It's going to become clouds. Okay, when all those clouds get together, what happens?
Rain.
Rain, yeah, it's going to become rain. All of that water is going to come back down to the earth, and then what happens to it?
Rain.
It's going to go back into the ocean or our lakes or rivers, and it's going to be some water, and our cycle is going to start all over again. So friends, let's have everybody stand up. Let's have everybody stand up. Let's practice all of our water cycle. Show me water.
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 And teach.
Then it goes up. Clouds. Then it goes up into the clouds. Very nice. Then it comes down as the rain. Down as the rain. Good job. Okay, first it's water. First it's water. Then what happens? Goes up into the clouds. Then what? Down as rain. Very nice. Then it's water. Water. Then it goes up into the clouds. Then what happens? Down as rain. And then it's back to what? Water. So when it's water, what happens after water? Up into the clouds. What's next? Down as rain. What's next? Water. Good job, friends. Gets water, comes up into the clouds, down as rain, back to water. Very nice, friends. Okay, since we're standing up, let's do our stretch break right now. So everybody put your arms up high. High like the sun or like a cloud. And rain all the way down to your feet. Now evaporate back up into a cloud. And rain all the way down to your feet. And evaporate back up. It's very hot, so you're becoming a cloud. And rain down to your toes. Very nice. Come up halfway and swing your arms like they're very heavy. Pretend they're very heavy. Swing them around. Then stand up straight and tall. Stand up nice and tall. Let's try to do some balancing. So stand on one leg. Stand on one leg. Fold your other leg over, either in front or behind. If you can balance, you can put your arms out. You can fly a little bit if you can balance with your arms out. Okay, fly a little bit, however you want. However you want.
And me.
You can swim if you want.
And me box.
Swim if you want. Okay, let's switch legs. Switch legs. Stand on your other leg. Fold your other leg over either in front or in behind. If you can balance like that, you can put your arms out.
Me too.
If you can put your arms out, you can fly like a bat or a butterfly. You could swim a little bit. You can swim a little bit. Just try to balance. Just try to balance. Very nice. Okay, friends, stand on 2 feet. Stand up nice and tall on 2 feet. Let's do 3 little claps. 3 little jumps. 3 little spins. I'm gonna do my arm today. 3 little steps. Very nice. 3 big steps. 3 big jumps. Very nice. 3 big claps. 3 big spins. Spin however you want. If you want to spin your whole body or just your arm or your leg, you choose. Very nice, friends. Everybody can take a seat. Okay, we're going to practice our water cycle song. And we can't play the video on our video, so we're going to practice for about 15 minutes, and then we'll get back together and we'll sing a few times together as a class. So you can pause the video and practice the water cycle song with the YouTube video, and then join us for a little bit of practice all together. We've watched our water cycle song a few times, so I think we're ready to practice it together. So everybody stand up. Remember how it goes? Okay, it's the one we practiced from our video. Here we go. Get ready to move your feet. Water, 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 water cycle. That's the first part. Let's do it again. Water, 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 water cycle. So 4 waters. Water, 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 water. Water cycle. Water, 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 water cycle. Water, 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 water cycle. Good job. Let's do it again. Water, 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 water cycle. Don't forget your arm. Water cycle, water cycle. Water, 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 water cycle. Around and around goes the water cycle. Remember like our preposition song? Good. Yeah, just like this. We're making a circle with our arms. Okay? Around and around goes the water cycle. Round and round and round goes the water cycle. Good job, friends. Water, 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 water cycle. Round and round and round and round, water cycle. You got it. So the first thing, we have water, 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 water cycle. Second thing, round and round and round goes the water cycle. Third, it's just like the first thing, water, 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 water cycle. The last time we're going to rain, so everybody down with the water cycle, okay?
Okay.
Let's practice it a few times together. Here we go. We'll go slow. Water, 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 water cycle. Round and round and round goes the water cycle. Water, 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 water cycle. Everybody down with the water cycle. Good job, friends. You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, get ready. Water, 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 water cycle. Round and round and round goes the water cycle. Water, 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 water cycle. Everybody down with the water cycle. Very nice, friends. Do you want to do it by yourself?
Yeah.
Come on up here. Come on up. Okie doke. Here we go. I'll help you out. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Water, 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 water cycle. Round and round and round goes the water cycle. Water, 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 water cycle. Everybody down with the water cycle. Let's do it again. Water, 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 water cycle. Round and round and round goes the water cycle. Water, 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 water cycle. Everybody down with the water cycle. All right, friends, can you do it by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Good. Down with the water cycle. Very nice job, friends. We're going to practice that again in another lesson. That was great. Everybody can take a seat. So we're now going to go outside to where we put our plastic bags out in the sun. So we're going to go take a look at those plastic bags, and I think they're going to look a little bit different from when we first put them up. I think that water might have moved around a little bit. So when we go to look at those bags, I want you to think about the water cycle. What do we put in that bag? We put water in that bag. So let's think about this. We put water in that bag. We put those bags out somewhere where it can get hot. What do you think is going to happen? Yeah, maybe some of that water is going to come up and try to make a little cloud. So we're going to go take a look and see what happens, and we're going to talk about how those plastic bags can relate to the water cycle. So when we go look at those bags, I want you to think about the water cycle. We put water in the bags. I want you to think about what happens when those bags get hot. What happens to water? And then we're going to see if we can make it rain in our little bags. So let's go take a look and see. So we have moved our bags out here so that they can get more sun. We had them inside the office, but they weren't getting enough sun, so we put them outside here. So friends, look at your bags here. Is there water in your bags? Yeah. What else do you see in those bags?
It's
It has a little bit less water? Yeah. Do you see this part here? Yep, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it, friends. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. We're going to touch it in a minute, but first we're going to talk about it. So what does this think about the water cycle? Okay, think about the water cycle. Everybody take. Think about the water cycle. We've got our water. We put them out in the sun, so it's getting very hot. What's happening here? What is this part like? We've got the sun. What is this part like here?
Cloud.
Yeah, it's kind of like the clouds. We've got water in there. Yeah, just like your picture. So we've got some of our bags here that have got some condensation, and it looks like a cloud. That's exactly what happens when the water comes up. It all gets together in those clouds. So we've got some clouds over here forming in some of our bags. It looks pretty nice. Okay, whose bag is this?
Pot.
Pot?
Neat.
Oh, Nate. Okay, Pot's going to use Nate's bag today because Nate is not here and Pot's bag got a hole. So, Pot, come over here. Can you make a space for Pot? Pot, can you stand right here? Make a little space for our friend Pot. So, Pot, take a look at your bag that you're going to use. We've got our clouds. Now, if you touch the bag a little bit, some of those little raindrops are going to start to fall down. Get together, so go ahead and touch it a few times. Go ahead and touch it. Put one hand behind it. Yeah. You have the rain, all rain. Yeah, all your rain. Put your hand behind. Tap the bag. Put your hand behind and tap the bag like you're touching. Very nice. So that, do you see how the clouds, when you touch it, makes a little bit of rain? Good. Does it go back down to the water? Yeah. Very nice. It goes all the way back down to that water. Make all that rain fall down. Make all of that rain fall down into your bag.
ที่คนเหมือนสลามอ่ะยิงขนาดอิสลามเลยแต่ว่าออมของฉันเหมือนสลามมากกว่านะไม่พวกอิสลามไม่มีสีแบบนั้นมีนะก็เอาสี
Okay, all the rain fell down?
เอากี่ประสบ
Did all the rain go back down to your water?
น้ำท่วม
Did it all go down to your water? Yeah, just a
นี่
little,
บับเบิ้ลที่ฉันเล่นที่
little bit there.
เชื่อเล่นที่มอเตอร์ไซค์
Yeah, so that's just like the water cycle, friends. We saw that water in the bag get very hot. We saw that water kind of come up in our bag and make little clouds. And then we saw that rain fall down from those
นี่
clouds
นะ
back in
พี่
our
เชื่อ
water.
มาเดินพี่
Yeah, went right back down in the water. So that's what happens when we have our water cycle.
เชื่อเนี่ยคนนี้กับน้ำ
There it goes. Look at the rain falling into your bag. Very nice.
นี่ยังใช่ไม่สีฟ้าด้วยนะ
Okay, so we just went and looked at our bags. We saw how inside our plastic bag we put our water. That water got to be hot. Can I borrow yours? That water got to be hot. It made some clouds inside our bag. And then when we touched that bag, all that rain fell down back to the water and became part of the water again. So let's just review quickly our water cycle. Starts as water. Show me water. Starts as water, water, water. Then it goes up into clouds. Then what happens next? Rain comes down. Good job. Then it's back into water. Then the water comes up into the clouds. What's next? Rains back down. Turns into what? Turns back into water. Very nice job, friends. Thanks for joining us for this science lesson. Everyone say goodbye.